Well, for your money this morning, a lot of people are looking to make some smart financial decisions as part of their New Year's resolutions.
Yeah, earlier today we talked with financial expert Anthony O'Neill, author of the book Seat at the Table, who shared his insights on making smart financial decisions, eliminating debt, and setting goals for 2025.
Oh, good morning. Thank you for joining us. So, first, let's just dive right in, Anthony. If people are watching this and they want to improve their finances for 2025, what should we be doing?
Well, first off, Happy New Year's to everyone. And the very first thing we got to do is get a vision and get your goals written down on paper. A study came out recently revealed that nearly 75% of people in America do not write down their goals. So that means 25% of people are, and you are 33% more likely to actually win and accomplish your goals if you actually write them down. So you got to have a vision for the year 2025. You got to have a vision for what you want to do in life and a vision for what you want to do with your money. And those two need to be congruent. And there's 5 stages to winning when it comes to your money, and that is having a vision for your money, which is AKA a budget. Yes, I said the B word. It's a budget. And so you got to list all your income down on a sheet of paper, list all of your expenses. I'm talking about hairdos, nails, haircuts, apps that you may have. And then at the bottom of that budget, it should equal 0. And you need to do this every single month. The moment you really have a vision for your money, that's when you're going to take control of your life. And you're going to win way better than we do what we did in 2024, because now we have it on paper. We can track it, we can manage it, and we'll succeed this year.
I love that.
Anthony, you mentioned budget. The other word we don't like to really hear, debt. How do we get rid of that?
Man, listen, we don't like budget and we don't like debt. And my main thing is consumer debt. Literally 70% of us are living paycheck to paycheck, and that's because we're drowning in debt. So when it comes to stage 2, you got to get in line when it comes to your debt. Now, before we eliminate our debt, here's what I really want you to do. I want you to set aside at least 30 days, right, of your income. So this is going to be your net pay. So let's say if you make $3,500 net, I want you to put $3,500 inside a savings account. Then I want you to jump over into the third phase, which is eliminating your debt. And I use the actual debt snowball method to get out of debt personally myself. It took me on average about 18 months to get out. And the debt snowball is simple. You line up all your debt from smallest to largest, make all of your minimum payment. And if you go back to your budget, you will see where you can save some money at, take some money from there, put it on the smallest one first. Once you attack that smallest one, then move it over to the next one, pay that one off, move all that money over to the next one, pay that one off, and that's what we call the debt snowball. So if you get really intense, really focused on getting out of debt in 2025, you'll start 2026 much better, because now you have financial freedom and you also have money in the account because of the decision that you made today.
A lot of people, Anthony, set up those financial goals, but it's a struggle to stay consistent. So, how can you have an accountability plan put in place to make sure you stay on your financial goals?
One of the things that I did, Raina, this year was I actually sent my financial goals to 2 of my accountability partners, and I will call them actually mentors. I said, hey, man, these are the goals that I really want to do. I need y'all to hold me accountable. Ask me every other month, like, hey, how are you on these goals? I sent them to my parents. And so if you have a boyfriend, a girlfriend, a friend, a mother, a father, someone who is close to you that can hold you accountable with love, not see you going out to eat and you said that you want to start cooking at home and they say, you only live once. No, send it to someone who's gonna say, you know what, I thought you said you wanted to do this. I'm just gonna hold you accountable about that. Every wealthy millionaire friend who I know has at least 2 accountability partners that holds them to the vision that they set forth for the particular year. If you really want to win this year, get on that budget, get out of debt, start the debt-free journey, and get you 2 to 3 minimum accountability partners and/or friends who will hold you accountable.
Now, Anthony, what are the best ways to start building credit in the new year? I know, especially for younger people, that could be a journey.
Yeah. Yeah. Here's one of the things that I really do. I don't really focus on the credit score. I focus on how much money do I have in the bank. But when we look at credit, especially in 2025, we need credit to get into a good home. There are several different things that I would suggest people. Get your fully funded emergency fund up, pay off all your debt. Very, very, to get rid of that consumer debt. Once you get rid of that consumer debt, let's say if you are going for a mortgage, you can do a manual underwriting situation to where they can honestly look at how much money do you have saved, and we go from there.
All right, again, amazing tips from you, financial expert Anthony O'Neill, author of Take a Seat at the Table. Thank you for joining us, and hopefully we can stay on track with our New Year's financial goals.
Hey, if you can't, just let me know and I can come back and help you all out. Thank you
Would love
again.
that. Thank you, Anthony.
Thank you.
Well, we're going to be right back after the break, so stay with us.